Tuesday, 6:47 a.m. Your phone buzzes once. A deposit notification. $3 billion. $3 billion. You assume it's spam. You open the app anyway. The balance is real. 9 zeros. Sitting under your name in an account you opened 4 years ago to save for a used car. By 7:15, your bank calls. Not to ask questions. To apologize. A settlement system routed a corporate wire to the wrong account number. And yours was 1 digit off from the intended recipient. It's a real error. It's already being reversed. In theory. But reversals take time. Compliance reviews. Legal sign-off. Fraud checks that have to be done manually because a transfer this size trips every automated system at once. The banker on the phone says the words that change everything. We estimate 72 hours before the hold is finalized and the funds are pulled back. 72 hours. $3 billion. And one rule you figure out fast. Money sitting in the account gets clawed back. Money already converted into something else. A title, a deed, a signed contract. That's yours to fight for in court. And courts move slower than banks, so the clock starts. Not to spend it, to convert it. Hour 1 to hour 6, real estate first. Real estate moves title on signature, so it's the obvious play. You call 3 agents before your coffee is cold. All 3 answer immediately. That's the first thing that changes. Not the number in your account, but how fast people respond to it. By 10 a.m., you've made offers on a coastline estate in Malibu, a private ski compound in Aspen, and a working vineyard outside Bordeaux. Cash, full price. Close in 48 hours, or don't bother calling back. 2 of the 3 take it instantly. The vineyard's owner wants a week for lawyers. You don't have a week, so you drop it and move to the next listing. By hour 6, you've closed on 11 properties across 4 countries. You can't picture most of them. You only remember the ones with a photo attached to the contract. Hour 6 to hour 14. The assets that move fast. Real estate alone won't absorb $3 billion in 3 days. So your next move is anything with instant physical title transfer. Private jets. 2 Gulfstream G700s, purchased outright. Tail numbers reassigned same day. A fleet of 6 super yachts, because at this speed, you stop negotiating and start buying whatever's available. A watch dealer in Geneva sells you an entire vault's worth of Patek Philippe pieces in one call. A gallery in New York lets you buy 18 paintings before lunch, because provable ownership transfers the moment the wire clears. And wires clear in minutes now that you're not asking for financing. By hour 14, you've moved $410 million. You've spent half a day and less than 1/7 of 1% of what's sitting in that account. Hour 14 to hour 30, you learn the real problem. Here's what nobody tells you about having more money than time. The hard part isn't finding things to buy. It's finding things that can legally change hands before your deadline. Gold takes settlement time. Stocks take clearance windows. Land in most countries needs government registry approval that doesn't move on a 72-hour clock, no matter how much you offer to pay someone to rush it. You try to buy a controlling stake in a mid-cap public company. Straightforward, you think. Then your lawyer explains disclosure rules. Any purchase over 5% has to be filed, and any attempt to seize control fast enough to matter would trigger a regulatory review that outlasts your deadline by months. You're not blocked by lack of money. You're blocked by the fact that ownership, real, defensible ownership, takes time the world simply won't compress for you. By hour 30, you've converted $620 million. The account still shows over $2.4 billion. Quick pause. If you've ever wondered what actually happens when money moves faster than the system meant it to, that's basically what we cover on this channel every week. Subscribe if you want more of these breakdowns before you scroll past the next one. Hour 30 to hour 50. You go bigger and it turns on you. With time running out, you make one large aggressive move. A block purchase of shares across a basket of 40 publicly traded companies. Timed to close inside a single trading window, your legal team says might be defensible as an already initiated transaction even after the clawback hits. The order goes in, and the market notices. A buy order this size doesn't happen quietly. Trading desks see the volume spike within minutes. The price of every stock in the basket starts climbing before your own order finishes filling. You're not buying at the price you saw an hour ago. You're buying at a price your own purchase created. By the time the order completes, you've spent 400 million more than the position is actually worth on paper. The market corrected around your own footprint. It's the strangest kind of loss. You own more and you're still behind. Hour 50 to hour 72. The deadline arrives. With 16 hours left, your legal team gives you the real number. Everything converted and closed, roughly $1.1 billion, is legally yours regardless of what happens to the account. Everything still sitting as cash, the remaining $1.9 billion, gets reversed the moment compliance finalizes the clawback. You spend the last stretch not buying anything new, but locking down what you already have. Signed titles, recorded deeds, confirmed wire receipts, the boring paperwork that actually decides who keeps what. At hour 71, the account balance drops in real time. $1.9 billion leaves the same way it arrived, silently, no warning, gone before you can even watch the number change. What's left is the 11 properties. The jets, the yachts, the watches, the paintings, the stock basket, even underwater on paper. $1.1 billion in assets. Permanent. Converted. Yours. You didn't lose the game. You just learned where the real limit was. It was never how much money you had. It was how fast the world could legally let you keep it. If a story like this teaches you more about how money actually moves than any textbook could, that's exactly the kind of thing we dig into on this channel. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.